In the dead of night on May 29th, 1944, a lone Soviet bomber flew low over enemy territory. This wasn't just any plane. It was a Polikarpov Po-2, a biplane made of wood and canvas, so slow it was nearly invisible to German radar. At the controls was one of the most feared pilots on the Eastern Front, a woman whose name was whispered with both awe and terror by the German soldiers below. They called her and her comrades the Nexen. The Night Witches. The Night Witches were an all-female air regiment, flying obsolete planes on incredibly dangerous missions. Their task was simple: harass, demoralize, and destroy, flying under the cover of darkness. They would cut their engines as they approached their targets, gliding silently through the sky. The only sound the enemy would hear was a soft whoosh, like a witch's broomstick, just moments before bombs began to fall. This eerie silence was their signature, a psychological weapon as potent as their explosives. Imagine the scene on the ground. You're a soldier huddled in a trench when you hear that ghostly whisper overhead. Panic sets in. You can't see them. You can't shoot them down effectively because their planes were too slow for your advanced fighters. And you know what's coming next. These women flew hundreds, sometimes thousands of missions. One pilot, Nadezhda Popova, was shot down several times, but always found her way back to base, ready to fly again. The very next night. Their planes were fragile, they had no parachutes, no guns for defense, only their skill and their nerve. Their leader, Yevdokia Barshanskaya, was the only woman ever to command an entire air regiment in the Soviet forces. She instilled a fierce discipline and an unbreakable sense of camaraderie. These pilots weren't just soldiers. They were sisters, fighting side by side in the harshest conditions imaginable. They flew in freezing weather, navigating by map and compass, and their ground crews, also all female, worked tirelessly to keep the battered planes airworthy with minimal resources. They patched bullet holes with anything they could find and reloaded bombs by hand, mission after mission. Their impact was immense. The Night Witches flew over 24,000 combat sorties and dropped 23,000 tons of bombs. They were so effective that any German pilot who managed to shoot one down was automatically awarded the Iron Cross. Yet, despite their bravery and success, they were often overlooked by their male counterparts. They were given hand-me-down equipment and faced constant skepticism. But they proved everyone wrong. The story of the Night Witches is a powerful testament to courage, resilience, and the sheer force of women. They were ordinary women students, factory workers, flight instructors who became legends of the sky. They took the enemy's breath away, not just with their bombs, but with their audacity and their phantom-like presence in the dark. They are a stark reminder that heroes can come from anywhere and that the quietest approach can often have the loudest impact. Their legacy is not just in the battles they won, but in the barriers they Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this story, be sure to like and subscribe for more.